Here we go. It's Coach Pauly C, Austin, Texas. Okay, let's real sales talk around. If they don't feel understood by you, then they're not ready to understand you. All right, let's break that down. If they don't feel understood by you, then they're not ready to understand you. Too often, I'm coaching people and we're having a conversation around their conversation that they're having with a prospect, with a client, and they just don't feel like they're getting through to the prospect. The prospect or the client is just not listening. Okay, and they're putting it down and the prospect or the client is just not picking it up. And so what's going on here? Why are they not understanding us? Well, they don't feel understood by you. Now look, some of the core elements of what I coach around in Real Sales Talk is helping you become a better communicator. Because we all know that real estate is about relationships. And if I want to have better relationships, then look, I have to have better conversations because all of the good relationships in my life are predicated, they're rooted in the quality of the conversations. I'm talking to people often, I'm having good conversations, I'm having good relationships. I'm not talking to people often, I'm not having good conversations, I'm not in good relationship. And so if you want to be a better connector, if you want to be a better communicator, to have better relationships, look, whether this is prospecting and cold calling, or this is with your clients because they're giving you grief, they're giving you resistance or objections around price or commission, or whatever it is they're giving you resistance against because it's happening, I have to help them feel understood if I want them to understand. Now, one tiny little hack I'll give you is, look, the whole repeat, approve, move method, the RAM method that we go over so often, that we role play and practice so often, is about feeling understood, repeating what they say. How often do you feel understood? By your significant other. For gosh sakes, it's one of the biggest problems relationships have is that they don't feel understood. Hence, they don't feel accepted. Now, the number one human emotion, to feel accepted, to feel loved, to feel understood. Okay, so when I repeat what somebody says, it says that I'm listening. When I approve what they say, good, great, fantastic, wonderful, I appreciate that, I understand that, I respect that, I might feel the same way if I were you. And I embellish that, I plus that approval. I know some of you guys have heard this before, but I plus that approval. Hey, I understand how you feel. And look, and there's a lot going on right now, and I might feel the same way if I were you based off of the information that you have and the position that you're in. Okay, there's the embellishment. There's the empathetic response. And no buts. Buts negate. Buts, look, you say a but, and however's but's cousin, by the way. Then look, you're negating your ability to be validated in understanding them. Because when you say but, you're no longer understanding them, you're moving into your own understanding. So strike the but out of your conversations if you want to be understood and for them to understand. And so then you can move into, we repeat, approve, move, the RAM method, repeat, approve, move into really any question you want. I mean, they could say literally anything on how they're resisting you. And when you're using this tactic and this strategy, right? Because the strategy is the RAM method. The tactics are the repeat, approve, move, specifically utilizing those tactics in the conversation. Then look, they'll feel understood. And they'll be ready to understand. Subscribe. Like, share. Have you done that yet? You've been watching the videos, but you haven't subscribed, you haven't shared, you haven't liked. Hey, Real Sales Talk's about the power of communication. The conversation is the relationship, and that's what Real Sales Talk is about. It's about powering up your conversations, a whole new way of understanding how to be in relationship with people. And look, say goodbye to sales. Because you don't ever have to sell another day in your life when you're seeking to understand and you're bringing clarity to the conversation. People feel understood. Oh, good stuff. Real Sales Talk. See you soon.